From pain to power. Rewrite your story. Rise and inspire. Welcome to Rise and Inspire, where we turn life's toughest moments into the foundation for greatness. If you're ready to unlock your true potential, hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Pain doesn't break everyone. Sometimes it builds beasts. It burns the lies. It forces truth. Pain is not the end. It's the beginning of power. Pain doesn't break everyone. Sometimes it does the opposite. Sometimes it forges warriors in the fire. It strips away illusion, exposing the raw truth beneath. It burns through the lies we told ourselves just to sleep at night. And in the silence that follows destruction, something stirs, something ancient, something powerful. Pain isn't the end. It's the beginning of something bigger. Not everyone survives it, but those who do, they don't come back the same. They come back unrecognizable, sharper, stronger. They don't limp into their future. They charge because the fire didn't consume them, it transformed them. It didn't break them, it built beasts. And from the ashes, a new power rises. You've been through hell, loss, betrayal, silence. But listen, the worst day of your life didn't kill you. It built you. It woke something ancient inside you. And now the world has no idea what's coming because pain didn't destroy you. It redefined you. It rewired your soul. And now you're unshakable. You've been through hell, and not the kind that people see, the kind that creeps into your bones in silence. You've tasted loss so deep it left echoes in your chest. You've felt the sting of betrayal, the kind that doesn't bleed out loud but slices beneath the skin. You've stared at the ceiling in the dead of night, wishing the silence would speak or end. But here's the truth. The worst day of your life didn't kill you. It didn't end you. It rebuilt you. It stripped away who you were never meant to be and revealed who you truly are. It woke up something ancient inside, something unbreakable. And now, the world has no idea what's coming because pain didn't destroy you. It redefined you. It rewired your soul, set every nerve on fire with purpose. And today, you walk with a stillness they can't understand. Not because you're numb, but because you're unshakable. You don't heal by pretending nothing happened. You heal by standing in the wreckage, by facing the mirror and telling the truth. This happened and I survived. You're not broken. You're becoming something unstoppable. You're not a victim of your past. You're the author of what comes next. So pick up the pen, pick up the pieces, and rewrite every page with power. You don't heal by pretending. You don't rise by forgetting. You heal by facing the wreckage, standing in the ruins with open eyes. You whisper, yes, this happened, and then louder, but I survived. You stare at your own reflection, bloodied maybe, but breathing, alive. You admit it all, the falls, the failures, the moments you thought it was over. And in that truth, you start to become not a version of who you were before, but something new, something forged from the fire. You're not broken, you're becoming the storm they never saw coming, becoming the voice they tried to silence. You're not a victim anymore. You are the author, the one holding the pen now. And this next chapter, you write it with power. You write it with every lesson carved into your soul. You write it for the version of you that almost didn't make it. Pick up the pen, pick up the pieces, and let them watch as you rewrite every page with fire. There comes a moment when you stop waiting to be saved, when you stop apologizing for your power, when you stand up not to be noticed, but because sitting down is no longer an option. This is that moment. Not next week, not someday, now. There comes a moment in every warrior's life, a moment when they stop hoping for rescue, when they stop searching the horizon for someone to pull them from the pit, when they realize no one is coming, and suddenly that realization doesn't bring fear. It brings freedom because you understand now you were never meant to be saved. You were meant to rise. You stop apologizing for your fire. You stop dimming your light so others can feel comfortable in their shadows. You stop playing small, not to prove anything, but because your time in hiding is over. You've been silent long enough. You've been shrinking long enough. You've been bleeding quietly, smiling publicly long enough. Now you rise. Not for applause, not for validation, but because staying down is no longer an option. This is that moment. Not next week, not someday, now. The hardest fight isn't against the world, it's against the voice in your head, the one that whispers, you're not enough, but you're not listening anymore. You've got a new voice now, one that says, I'm still here, I'm still standing, and I'm not done. The hardest battle you'll ever fight isn't out there. It's in here. It's not the critics, not the haters, not the people who left or the doors that slammed in your face. It's the whisper in your mind at 2 a.m., the one that says, you'll never be enough. The voice that digs up every failure, every flaw, every fracture. It doesn't yell, it drips, quiet, consistent, corrosive. You'll never make it. You're too far behind. You missed your chance. And for a long time, maybe you believed it, but not anymore. Because something inside of you woke up. A different voice, a deeper one, the voice of survival, the voice of strength. And it says, I've been through fire, I've been through hell, but I'm still here. I'm still standing, and I'm not done. You don't silence the old voice by arguing with it. You silence it by outliving it, by rising again, by walking forward anyway, by refusing to shrink for another second. Because today, you're not fueled by approval. You're fueled by truth. You're fueled by purpose. You're fueled by the storms you survived. This isn't the end. It's the resurrection. The war inside, you just won the first round. Third, take a breath. Feel yourself again. This isn't just motivation. This is a reminder of who you really are. The war's not over, but you're built for this. Take a breath, not to pause, not to rest, but to remember, to feel your heartbeat again, to reconnect with the fight by a curtain inside, because this isn't just motivation. This is a resurrection, a return to self, to power, to purpose. You didn't come this far to stop. You didn't rise from the ashes to look back. The war isn't over, but you're not who you used to be. You're built different now, built from scars, fueled by silence, sharpened by truth. So breathe in, not to calm down, but to rise again, because the next chapter, it's about to go savage. You didn't survive to play small. You were broken to be rebuilt stronger. You were forged to fight, not for attention, but for dominion. You weren't built to be soft. You weren't spared to stay silent. There's a reason you survived what others didn't. A reason you were buried but still grew. You've been tried, tested, tormented, but not taken. Because the pain wasn't sent to end you, it was sent to expose you, to awaken something primal, something ancient, something untouchable. You've got fire in your lungs, earth in your bones, and thunder in your blood. You weren't made to fit in, you were made to take over. They wanted you quiet, you got louder. They tried to chain you, you melted the metal. They hoped you'd break, you became the blade. So stop doubting, stop hesitating. You are not the echo of your past. You are the storm they thought would never hit. No more apologizing for surviving, no more shrinking to make others feel comfortable. You've got war in your walk now, destiny in your steps. You were not spared to stay safe. You were spared because the world needed something unstoppable. And now it's time they see exactly who you are. Enough surviving. It's time to dominate. This isn't just recovery. This is resurgence. Own the room. Own the mission. Own you. You've survived long enough. Now it's time to rule. There's a point where the comeback ends and the takeover begins. You've healed. You've rebuilt. Now you own the room you walk into. Own the energy you carry. Own the pain because it paid your dues. This isn't about arrogance. It's about awareness. Awareness of who you are, what you've survived, and what you're capable of. You don't need permission. You are the permission. You don't need validation. You are the evidence. You've seen the darkness. You've walked through hell. And still, You rise. You're not a story someone else wrote. You're the voice that flips the page and rewrites the whole book. Own your space, own your scars, own your story, because your next move, it's not about recovery, it's about dominion. You don't just want your peace, you claim it. You don't just want your dream, you build it. You don't just want your life back, you upgrade it. This is where you take control, where you speak with fire, where you walk like you're carrying thunder, because you are. They didn't believe you, they doubted you. Now they can't ignore you. The light you hid is a beacon. The power you masked is a force unleashed. Remember all those who doubted you, the ones who whispered, laughed, or turned away. They didn't see you back then. They couldn't imagine the storm inside you, the quiet rage, the burning hunger, the unyielding will. But now they see you, not because you begged for attention, not because you shouted to be heard, because you earned it, because your actions are louder than words, your presence undeniable. They watch as you move confident, unshaken, as you conquer spaces that once terrified you, as you build what they said was impossible. You've become a beacon in the night, a light they can't ignore. They see the power you held back, the fire you contained, and now it's unleashed. Every scar, every struggle, it tells a story, not of weakness, but of triumph. They thought you'd stay down, they thought you'd fade away, but you're the living proof that the darkest nights bring out the brightest stars. Now they see you, and there's no going back. Legacy isn't built in moments of comfort. It's forged in fire, pain, and unbreakable grit. You are not just surviving. You're creating a legacy that can't be erased. What you build today will inspire generations. Legacy isn't born from ease or comfort. It isn't made by avoiding storms or hiding from the dark. Legacy is forged in the fire of pain, the furnace of relentless grit. It's crafted by those who refuse to surrender, who rise again and again, even when the world says they shouldn't. And that is you. You're not just surviving your story, you're creating a legacy no one can erase. Every step forward is a stone laid in the foundation of something greater than yourself. Your battles become blueprints for those who will follow. Your courage, the compass for a new generation lost in their own storms. So walk tall, knowing this: what you build today will echo through time. It will inspire those who haven't yet found their fire. And when your story is told, it will say, this one was unstoppable. This one changed the game. This one made the impossible inevitable. Rise and inspire. Subscribe for more powerful stories. Turn pain into power. Your journey doesn't end here. It's only just beginning. Remember, pain isn't your prison. It's your power. Use it. Rise, inspire, and leave a legacy the world will never forget. If this message hit home, don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone who needs to hear it, because the world needs more unstoppable warriors like you. This is Rise and Inspire, where the fire in your soul becomes the light for millions. Thank you for being here. Until next time, keep rising.